This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. The other day, when I got back from the hospital in the evening, I just sort of sat down to play guitar for the first time in a long amount of time for me, 4 or 5 days, 4 maybe, I don't know. And I was sort of thinking, well, let's just have a little bit of a jam on Isn't She Lovely? A few of you guys seemed to like that and were asking questions about various aspects of it. Is this recording? Yes. So I wanted to break down how I'm thinking about it, and I'll even tab out a bit of it for you chaps on Patreon. The backing track will be on Patreon as well. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want more of this sort of thing. It's not essential, but it would kind of help the channel go along. Also, if you want to leave a comment, and that probably helps things as well. I'm not sure this is the type of video that's going to do hugely well, but I think it's important if people ask for a certain thing that maybe you try to do it sometimes. So I think of this generally as being between E major and C sharp minor. And for that reason, E major is going to be one of the key scales that we can use, and some variant of C sharp minor. And I'd suggest C sharp melodic minor if you're not aware of this scale, which goes it's got one small difference between that and the harmonic minor, which is that your sixth note will be sharp. So we're looking for a B flat, basically. A B flat and a C. So if you're playing in E major, you could target B flat and C to get that sound. So our first chord, C sharp minor. Obviously we can just do our kind of normal stuff. We'll try and play the melody. Our second chord is this F sharp dominant. Now this could either be assumed to be the dominant of the dominant, in which case, you know, we'd be thinking about F sharp mixolydian, which could work for you. So you could think about just playing a B major scale over the F sharp. Or, and this is what I think more kind of pro jazz players would do, you could treat it as being part of the C sharp melodic scale, melodic minor. So over that F sharp, again, if you target a C or a B flat, so there's your B flat, there's your C. That can get you a really cool sound. So you get this kind of movement. You hear that all the time in kind of the kind of gypsy jazz kind of way of playing it. So if you treat that F sharp dominant as being from the C sharp melodic minor scale, you can get that kind of sound. And then we fall to a B sus, which is very much kind of like our chord 5 of E major. And then we come back to E, chord 1, and then this G sharp dominant is kind of a pivot back to C sharp minor. And over that, you could either play the C sharp melodic minor again, or since it's an altered chord, we could even use an altered scale. So here we're using G sharp dominant, and so logically we could use G sharp altered or A melodic minor. Which has a really cool sound. Or if you're, you know, not wanting to get super theory based, you could do like an A minor triad and a D major triad, a way to get this sound without having to know the scale would be to sort of play a D dominant 7 arpeggio over that G sharp. So you could go and then back to C sharp minor. So then we get the same thing again, so C sharp minor, then this F dominant, which I play, our C sharp melodic minor over, then our B sus, again to chord 1, and then we go to our chord 4, again, all of our E major stuff is going to work. And then it falls down to the pivot chord again. And then back to, predictably, C sharp minor, and then back to our F sharp dominant, which again, we could occasionally treat as C sharp melodic minor. And then what I play is going from chord 2 to chord 3, to chord 4, to chord 5, to chord 1. So basically, one way to think about it would be anytime you see this F sharp in the changes, think about C sharp melodic minor. Anytime you see this G sharp, think about A melodic minor, maybe, right? So and then all of your stuff that is basically at home in E, just think about an E major scale. And that's basically my approach to playing over Isn't She Lovely. Now, I think that can definitely appear quite theory heavy, but there's kind of 3 scales there that you probably want to get your head around. So you've got your E major / C sharp minor scale. Over the F sharp 7, you want to be trying to target C sharp melodic minor, and the key notes to play there might be B flat and C. And then over the G sharp dominant, you could either do the simple route, which would be to play sort of C sharp melodic minor type stuff, or target the A melodic minor stuff to get that altered sound, or kind of find your own structures that work for you. So particularly for me, potentially, I might be aiming for a D7 arpeggio, that sort of thing, and find these little arpeggios that you know that are in the scale that can work over that. That would be my approach, and that's kind of how I think about these changes. There are obviously other ways, but just in case you were interested in what I thought on that, I thought I'd try and put together a little video. I'll also tab out some of my favourite moments from that intro solo and put that on Patreon for you guys if that's at all helpful. I hope that was not a total waste of your time. I'll put the backing track here as well if you want to play along with it on YouTube. I'll catch you in another video soon. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'm going to go to bed. Cheers.